And we're live. Welcome, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to all the veterans and our brothers and sisters who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. This day is for you. Andrew K says, "Hey, Super Antonio, what hat is John wearing in the thumbnail?" Andrew, John was wearing a Civil War kepi, which we will get in this video. J Lash with a thumbs up. Thank you, J Lash. Appreciate you, friend. Eagles Bro says hi. Donut Lord asks, what happened to the stream yesterday? Yeah, I apologize about that, Donut Lord. It would have been a really low energy stream. I don't know what happened. I just wasn't feeling it. I couldn't do it. But the good news is I have an idea for next Sunday's stream. We're going to try something new, and I'm feeling really good about it. We are going to explore all these Civil War memorials in Red Dead Redemption 2. Spoiler alert, there are only 2. 9 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Monday. On Mondays, we Marston. Yeah, going to change the format on Sunday. It's going to be more directional. I'm going to talk about, we're going to have themes. 12 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Mainly paranormal, supernatural, true crime, cryptids, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, that kind of stuff. Maybe some conspiracy theories. They tend to get political, which I don't want to get. I don't want this channel to be political, so we might not, but I'm always interested in conspiracy theories and also pop culture and TV and stuff. My phone is blowing up. Stop talking to me right now, please. Anyways, Batzaro says, howdy, Antonio in chat. Greetings, Batzaro. And Donut Lord says, you should get all the municipal hats in Red Dead Redemption 2. I have a video on that because I know you guys like hats. You could dig it out. It's, I've got over 2,000 videos on the channel. And Tinker says, good evening. How are you doing? Good evening, Tinker. Welcome. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Monday. I hope all of you had a great weekend. But Zaro says, I'm down with all of that. Annoyingly, my phone is linked to this iMac, to this desktop that I'm streaming on. So I get alerts from texts. They come up on screen, and I don't know how to disable that. What's that about? Eagles Pro is leaving. Have a great week, Eagles Pro. Thanks for being here, friend. Also, I have a video that I'm working on. I was working on literally before we went live. Yeah, it's in a new format. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the regular gamer streamers, the news gamer streamers do, where I just read an article. I read an article on Game Rant. It's very clickbaity about Red Dead 3. But I'm really excited to see how it does and the new format, how the new format works, and to get some feedback on it. So I might even release it at midnight, depending on if I get a thumbnail up. But it was so easy to make. I just turned on the camera and recorded and just read out loud and made sure the dog was in every shot. Donut Lord says, why didn't John go back to help Arthur? John could have helped Arthur kill Micah and Dutch. He could have, but John needed to rescue his family, needed to make a choice. And as he should, he put his family first. And Batzaro says, Arthur wouldn't have let him. He wanted him to get away and take care of his family. Yes, Batzaro. And I like your username, incidentally. 10 viewers in chat. 10 viewers in the chat. Greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. Tinker says, Arthur would have died. Either way, he would have died of TB. Yes, indeed, he would have. Though, first playthrough, I assumed he would we would free roam with Arthur in New Austin simply because that warm desert air is a traditional cure in 1899 for TB. Or if not cure, that's one of the reasons why Doc Holliday was in Tombstone. It was for the weather. If you're familiar with that movie, which is based on historical fact. I was trying to get to Rhodes and we ended up going in a big circle, but I left it in because it's fun content. Donut Lord says, I know, but if I was John, I would have gone anyway, but at least Arthur would have had someone there in his final moments. I can understand that, but I think it works well in terms of plot. It dovetails quite nicely with Red Dead 1, and it's a nice transition to John in the epilogue. Tinker said, Doc Holliday still died of TB even with the weather. Yes, he did. However, he lasted a little bit longer and it alleviated some of the symptoms, breathing in all that dry air. And it was better for him. See, full circle. Super annoying. What's that about? Donut Lord says we should have gotten to play as NPC John, and we should have gotten all his NPC clothes. I'm sure there's a mod out. I'm sure at this point. We have the High Roller revolver in the offhand. In case you're wondering. Dmitry Kalinin, greetings friend, says, hey Super Antonio, first time near stream. Welcome. Appreciate you being here, Dmitry. And Horrible Red Dead Edits says, what's up? Greetings, Horrible. I would suggest personally that you change your name to Glorious Red Dead Edits or Supreme Red Dead Edits. I know it's ironic and it's funny, but I like to be positive personally. And I don't like to talk down about oneself, even if you're just making a joke out of it. Words have meaning. Words hurt, as they say. Tinker says he's honest. And we have 15 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Hobart Crawley. Donut Lord says, whenever I play as John in the epilogue, I'm just going to say that John's honor is at max low honor. That's one way to do it, Donut. And Red Dead Horrible says, so what are we doing today? It's Monday, so we're doing Marston Mondays, a very special Memorial Day Marston. On Mondays, we Marston. I was going to read this for you, but I'm not going to. How is everyone? Did you have a good 3-day weekend? I hope you did. Are you ready for the week? I suppose I am. We are joined once more by our co-host, Sadie the channel dog, who is fast asleep and slipping off her chair as we speak. She had a big day. She always has big days. But she saw a lot of her friends during our afternoon walk, and that always tires her out, playing with her friends. Glorious Red Dead Edits says, I'm only changing my name for today. Okay, Glorious. Appreciate you, friend. You should see it. Let's look at some of your glorious Red Dead edits. Serena's here. Everybody say hi to Serena. Checking out your channel, Glorious. Serena says, hi, Antonio. Sorry I'm late. And hi, everyone. Welcome, Serena. Appreciate you being here. Okay, Glorious. I would suggest that you keep your name, your new name for a week or maybe a month and see if that helps. See if it grows your channel. You always have to be flexible. You always have to try new things. Tinker says hello, and Serena says hi, Tinker. Serena, how are you? I'm glad we have a mod here to manage all these unruly bastards. What's for dinner? What did you have for your afternoon tea? And I believe we're racing the Fancy Lady, as I recall. That Zaro says, went to the lake cabin and did some fishing with my son, and our dog chased ducks. That sounds like a wonderful day. Luckily, the dog didn't get bit by a snake like Rufus. And Betzaro says, howdy, Star. I hate racing this lady. I hate doing any of the races at night just because it doesn't make for good videos. Can't really make a short out of this. I'm really surprised. I'm sure we did this as Arthur, and so it's respawned. Serena says, I'm good, thank you. How are you? I am excellent, Serena. How are your shorts doing? And Mama One is here. Everyone say hi to Mama One. Greetings, Mama One. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to all the veterans in the chat. And Papa One, greetings, Papa One. Thank you for your service, friend. Appreciate you being here. We are going to hang out at the Civil War battlefield, basically for Memorial Day, but also we're going to try to pick up some of those ghostly sounds. Some electronic voice phenomenon, which, spoiler alert, we don't. Dimitri says, I really want to get Bodicea the Liver Chestnut HH with Save Wizard, but I'm afraid it's a scam. Is it worth it to buy Save Wizard and get her? My grammar is bad. Don't worry about it, Dimitri. Did you leave a comment asking me that very question? Was that you, Dimitri? Let me look. No, it's where are you? Let me go to comments. Yeah, it's you. Mitya Kalinin 21. Okay. It's not a scam. It works. It absolutely works. I have a bunch of files on how to do it. What can I say? There's a bunch of other games available on Save Wizard. It's not just Red Dead, and that's not the only. That's not the only exploit for Red Dead on Save Wizard. You can unlock basically all the cheats, all the outfits, infinite ammo, infinite health, God mode. You can do all that, and you can do that with a bunch of other games as well. Is it worth it? It depends on, if you're working, if you've got $60 or, say you make $20 an hour at your job. You have to ask yourself, is it worth 3 hours of your life to get this exploit? For me, of course, it was worth it because I can monetize it. I can make videos out of it, and it's like they love horses on this channel. But that's a question you have to answer for yourself. I guess the answer would depend on how much you love the game and if you make videos and if you can afford it. Also, Dimitri, I do not recommend, and I'm not telling you to do this, but I am just putting it out there that if you're comfortable with borrowing a copy of Save Wizard, you could probably find one online at a certain bay where gentlemen like Captain Jack Sparrow would moor the Black Pearl. A certain bay. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't advocate stealing. It would be stealing, but, you know, it's online and it's available. And if you can't afford it and you want it, you know, you can do it. I don't recommend it, but you should know that option is available if you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Where are we? Serena says, they're doing good, Antonio. I know what to do with shorts now. Yes, you do, Serena. Is there a way for you to edit the colors of your video in PS4 of your shorts before you send them to your phone? Just to try to make everything brighter, like candy sharp bright, because it appeals to a completely different audience. You're going for the 12-year-olds. They want things bright. Mr. Maddie says, hello, Super Antonio. Happy Memorial Day, folks. Happy Memorial Day to you, Mr. Maddie. Thank you for being here, friend. 14 viewers in the chat. Mama One says, today is Papa One's 75th birthday. It's been an amazing day. Happy birthday to Papa One. Appreciate you, friend. Here's to 75 more. What a life you have had. Mr. Maddie says, Papa One says, I'm doing great. Had a nice, easy rest day. Thanks so much, Serena. And Mr. Maddie says, happy birthday, Papa One. And Serena says, that's good, friend, and you're welcome. Papa One says, thank you to Mr. Maddie. Miko's here. Miko says, hello, Super Antonio and Sadie. Howdy, mods. Hello, mods. Howdy, folks. Greetings, Miko. Shout out to the Philippines. Appreciate you being here, friend. And Miko says, happy birthday to Papa One. And Serena says, I'm not sure, Antonio. I'll have a look and see. Yes, it's just a suggestion. Don't listen to anything. I don't listen to my advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you can brighten the colors, I think you would do a lot better. I still want one of your shorts need to break 1,000. But they're getting there. They're close. Serena says, hi, Miko. And Papa One says, thanks, Miko. Forgive me, I have to scratch my nose. I get dog hair on my nose. And I don't like scratching on camera because it always looks like a pick. Miko says, hello, Serena and Mama One. Papa One says, we had a small gathering today, then an early dinner because I told my wife I wanted to watch Marston Mondays instead of the VFW. Oh, appreciate you being here, Papa One. I hope Marston Mondays is, I hope you're not disappointed. We're just kind of hanging out in the Civil War battlefield, looking for adventure. And Papa One says, the VFW is a bar for vets. Yeah, I've heard of the VFW. Never been to one. I've been on base. I've been to a commissary. In my wild youth, I dated a general's daughter. What's that about? But it was... For most of my life, I have been the rebellious boyfriend that for girls that have daddy issues. But anyways, so yeah, I've been to commissary. I've been on base Won't say where, but I kind of know a little bit about the military life. Don't Lord says, have you ever been killed by a horse kick in Red Dead 2? Yeah, absolutely. You have to watch your health levels. Oh, incidentally, speaking of health levels, did everyone see the short I did on collecting Micah's revolver in Chapter 1? Which is harder to do than the short implies, basically because we have no health. And you can die even in a fist fight. If you haven't seen it, during Old Friends, where you go after Colm and you unlock Deadeye. If you veer to the right and you find a certain NPC who's on a porch, and as you're doing this, everyone's shooting at you, and he has a carbine repeater and a cattleman, and you have to fist fight him and knock both those out. Okay? And not die. And then you have to get him to chase you, and you lead him back to Micah, and he will fist fight Micah, and Micah will drop his revolver, and at that point you can pick it up. And you got yourself a free revolver in Red Dead Redemption 2. We shall be watching the footage on Free Roam Fridays. And what else? And I'll make a guide on it. Dimitri says, thank you so much. Thank you, Dimitri. Let me know if you get it. Let me know what you think about it. They take PayPal. Papa One says, I love the hangouts. They never disappoint. I had a friend in Nam who was dating the supply guy's daughter. We got extra everything. When he left Vietnam, apparently he broke up with her because we quit. Yeah. Papa One says, because we quit getting extra supplies. And O-Dog is here. Greetings, O-Dog. Looks like O-Dog had to go to the hospital. I hope not for you, O-Dog. I hope you're well. Happy Memorial Day. What's going on, friend? Serena says, hi, O-Dog. O-Dog says, everyone be good. Gotta go. In hospital. Okay, O-Dog. Appreciate you checking in. I hope you're well. And if not, get better soon. O-Dog has the peace sign. Serena says, oh no, are you okay, O-Dog? Yes, O-Dog. Don't leave the chat hanging. Mama One says, bye, O-Dog. Please be safe, dear. Serena says, okay, bye, O-Dog. Be well, take care. And Miko says, get well soon, O-Dog. Yeah. "15 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. You know, one thing I miss from not having cable TV is you could always count on a Band of Brothers marathon during Memorial Day. And I love Band of Brothers. I should get it on Blu-ray, or I should get the box set and DVD or Blu-ray. I'm sure it's cheap. I'm sure we could find a used copy somewhere. Mama One says, I hope David is well. Haven't seen much of him this week. Yeah, he is the hardest working mod in the chat. And so he's probably busy with work. Let's go to the Bay of Ease, which is different than the Bay I was talking about. Band of Brothers, DVD and Blu-rays, $30, $15, $11.98. You can buy it new for $15 a DVD. $10 used benefits charity, or $20 for the Blu-ray, $18.94. Serena says, I'm still waiting for parcel from David. I'm excited. Yes, I am too. Sometimes you'll get a Civil War guy stuck to the tree along with, I think that's an Enfield, along with this. But maybe post-game or post-epilogue. Post-story mode. I guess technically we're still in story mode. You don't get him. Papa One says, I've been watching Band of Brothers and The Pacific. We have it on HBO and we own the DVDs. My son and I bond over war history and they are a great series. Yeah, they are. And I love the music. It's very heroic yet sentimental, I would say. Mama One says, did you stream Campfire Chat last night? I did not, Mama One. I apologize. It would have been a really low energy stream. I couldn't bring myself. However, I have an idea for Sunday. The Sunday streams, the Sunday Campfire Chats are notoriously they're like the least popular chats or live streams on the channel, and they are we barely break 100 views on it. But I love doing them. However, we're going to make them more themed. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to come up with a different title. Sunday something chats. Supernatural Sunday works perfectly, or Paranormal Sunday, but I want to talk about more than like ghost stories. I want to talk about cryptids, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, serial killers, true crime Sunday, scary movies, pop culture stuff. Just basically like a recap of the news of the week. And we'll do some more screen sharing. It just won't be like a boring campfire and interacting with the chat. Not sure what we're going to call it just yet. Anyways, we'll try that next Sunday. Sinister Sundays. Mama One says, that's okay. I was just wondering, you can call it Sinister Sundays. Mama One knows I like the alliteration. That sounds great. I need to make a note of that, Morgan. Sinister Sundays. Isn't there a Spider-Man villain named Mr. Sinister? Spell Sinister correctly. On Sundays we sinister. I like that. You know, the Romans, any lefties in the chat? Are there any left-handers in the chat? The Romans called your left side your sinister side. And Bazzaro says, ooh, I like that, Mama. Yes. Yes, I do. I think we have a name. Serena says, Antonio, I have another video ready to upload, another Mafia 2 playthrough. My driving is sort of good in this game. You should make a short out of it, Serena, if you can. Your driving shorts and crashing would do very well. I know it would. I know it would. Mama One says, thanks, Bazzaro. It's interesting that Shady Belle always respawns, however, the abandoned church does not. My phone keeps blowing up. I'm just like part of this group text that I don't really want to respond to right now. And if I did, I'd just put a thumbs up. But I don't like checking my phone on the chat. Seems rude. And here is the free hat. I know you guys like hats. It is called the Military Forage Cap. I thought it was called the Civil War Kepi. Note that it's blue. Technically, it should be gray. Cruz is here. Cruz says, ooh, true crime. Color me intrigued. Yes, true crime can get a little dark, but I just thought it would be fun to, like, talk about it a bit. Serena says, already have some shorts, Mafia 2 sort of crash in that. Yes, indeed, Serena. Good. Get them up. And see how your channel does. Let's get some more eyeballs on your channel. Let's get some eyeballs on my channel. Serena says, my LA Noir crashes did really well when you uploaded. Yes. I love your crashes. When I uploaded, I meant. Serena also says, hi, Cruz. Greetings, Cruz. How are you, friend? Appreciate you being here. Happy Memorial Day. Your girl, Anya Taylor-Joy, is taking a sound thrashing at the box office. I think she's getting beat by Garfield. What's that about? Though both the critics and the audience seem to enjoy Furiosa. Cruz says, hi, Serena. Also, I have a video that may be releasing. It'll definitely be out tomorrow, but it might be out at midnight. That's why I'm wearing the Super Antonio shirt. Where I read an article on Red Dead 3 speculation by Game Rant that you might enjoy. Basically in this format. So it's, you know, it's like those commentary videos, and we'll see how that does. Mama One says, true crime is fascinating to me. It amazes me how these people get away with their crimes and function so well in society while just being pure evil. Batzaro says, BTK is the perfect example. Serena says, where's Sadie, beautiful girl? I've got a great story about BTK. An anecdote, let's put it that way. So apparently, there you go. Here's Sadie. We attracted her with some potent canine bait. Say hi to Mama One and Serena and Batzaro and Cruz and say hi to O-Dog, and I hope O-Dog's all okay. And Papa One. Say hi to Papa One. Say happy Memorial Day. So the neighborhood kids, when that guy, what was his name? Gary Ridgway? I'm surprised I know that. When he would drive through the neighborhood and, you know, just still like in his human, with his human face on, with his good neighbor face, apparently the kids would run away and they would hide from him. They knew nothing. They just had a vibe. You know, in the neighborhood, he was like, they thought he was a boogeyman. They wouldn't, and I'm just fascinated by that. It's giving me shivers thinking about it. Kids know. So, you know, I'm just, yeah, that's my only piece of interesting anecdote about Gary Ridgway. Mama One says, yes, BTK was a pillar of the community. Yeah, he was like a church guy, yet he killed many innocent women and 2 children. And Cruz says to Mama One, someone wanted me to get in their truck to show me free tires 2 months ago. Are you kidding me, Cruz? Because one of my truck tires popped, and I said, hell no, because of True Crime Drops I watch. Well, I'm glad you said that, Cruz. And Mama One says, hi, Sadie. And Papa One says, hi, Sadie. And Batzaro says, howdy, Miss Sadie. And Serena says, there she is. She heard me. Hi, beautiful girl, Sadie. Oh, Mama One says, Green River Killer is Gary Ridgway. Okay, yeah. I get them confused. It's easy, I guess. Anyways, yeah. No, I was talking about the BTK killer. The neighborhood kids were creeped out by him. 18 viewers in the chat. I thought at first we could discuss H.H. Holmes from Chicago, and also Jack the Ripper, because I know a lot about Jack the Ripper. And then, of course, Richard Ramirez. And what's that girl's name from Monsters Ball? Or no, Monster? Eileen Wuornos. Mama One says, Ridgway had the most victims at 48 until Samuel Little confessed to 93. What about that pig farmer in Canada? And Mr. Matty says, you should play L.A. Noire, Super Antonio. I should. However, I will tell you, the cutscenes in L.A. Noire are copyright protected. You cannot record them. What's that about? The way that other gamers got around that is they were screen capturing off their PC, which we don't, we play and record off a PS4. So at the time, I was like, so we can't do that. I guess we're not playing L.A. Noire, because you can't play it without you can't broadcast it without the cutscenes. Then I'm not sure what this random Appaloosa's doing here. Mom One says, Cruz, you made the right choice to stay away. Yes, Cruz, you did. And Cruz says, L.A. Noire is a Rockstar game. As far as I know, it's the only one that doesn't allow you to record cutscenes. Mr. Matty says, oh, darn. And Bazzaro says, whoa. I'm not sure. Mr. Matty says, L.A. Noire is a masterpiece, though. But Red Dead, I'll always prefer. Yeah, Serena was able to I was trying to get that. I didn't mean to hit that horse. And I apologize. I was trying to get him to flee. Serena played off her PS Now account, and she was able to record from there. And Cruz says, that Appaloosa probably was from a random camper in that area. Yeah, that's what I thought, Cruz, because I saw smoke. Serena says, happened to me. I had to edit some of the YouTube fixes for me for L.A. Noire. I have not even got one strike. Either I'm lucky. You're very lucky, Serena, and we are lucky to have you in the chat. Don't you like how I turned everything around? No, honestly, I'm very lucky to have met you. You helped grow this channel and this chat. And of course, Mama One knows. Pig farmer Robert Picton was convicted of 6 but confessed to 49 murders in Canada. He was in the news this past week. He was stabbed with a homemade spear in prison. He survived, though. Some guys have all the luck, I guess. 20 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. And, interestingly, I'm going to show you something that I didn't mean to. There's a modern glitch where if you take the panther and you don't skin him, if you take him on horseback to the Saint Denis Trapper, he will vanish from your horse. He will still be in your horse. She will still be in your horse inventory, but she won't be on the back of your horse. And we're going to do it right now. It really happens if you save and, so definitely save and reload, and don't go to Saint Denis. Cruz says, when was Robert Picton caught, Mama One? In the 90s maybe, or the 2000s? Serena says, who's the pig farmer? Is he Bray from Red Dead 2? Yes, he is, Serena. Also on Sundays, I'd like to talk about, and I got this idea from Serena, the horror movies that are based on like real life, on real life incidents, like the Annabelle doll, The Conjuring, um, the Amityville Horror, Exorcist, because you know I love movies. What's that about? Mama One says, Cruz, he was caught on February 2002. Mama One, you should just do the true crime live stream. And moving on, watch. We shall. This cougar will vanish basically before our eyes. We're going to turn around and she's going to be gone. Cruz says Amityville Horror is a scary movie. LOL. Yes, it is. And Serena says that will be awesome, Antonio. Can't wait for that. Next Sunday. Sinister Sundays. On Sundays, we sinister. Excuse me, friends. There. We're going to rescue these fine citizens because we're not doing a bad honor. But when we turn around, the cougar will be gone. That's what you get. No good deed goes rewarded. Cruz says Amityville Horror especially scared me when I first saw it because I would always wake up at 3:16 a.m. every night when I was a kid. What's that about? Kids are sensitive. Mama One says, what other manes and tails do you love for horses? I love the mohawks, the short or the braids. For tails, I go braided or short. Serena, Mama One, Mama One, Serena also likes the braids. I assumed that was because she is a girl. But no, I just like natural long for the mohawk, for the tail. I don't like the braids. I think they're too showy. They're too equestrian. Serena says, I love horror movies, but I'm too scared to play. What's that about? And Serena also says, Mama, I love braids for the tails. Let these horses go, and we have done our good deed for the day.
Let's go, girl. Mr. Gray, thank you, girl.
Oh, I don't remember who suggested that I try this. I also tried to sneak the girls into New Austin, take the wagon with Uncle and the girls in Chapter 2 to New Austin, or even Blackwater. Spoiler alert, you cannot. You can't even really leave Valentine. But I tried twice, and we shall also watch that footage in on Free Roam Fridays. And I'll probably make a short out of it called something like, you cannot take the girls to Valentine, or you cannot take the girls to Blackwater in Red Dead Redemption 2. Serena says, sometimes I like short hair or regular braids, my favorite. And Mama One says, Serena, they just add something special to the horse. And Serena says, yes, Mama, I know. She knows. Bazzaro says, good to see someone else's lets the horses go. Yeah, you can't just leave them there. Oh, and then we dealt with a racist. I think we're going to make a short out of this as well. I got to remember. The eugenicist. What's interesting is you don't get a wanted level, you don't get an assault level. There's a cop right there. Mama once said, I changed my reverse dapple thoroughbred to a mohawk with a short tail. I had braids on him for a few weeks. Yeah, you change it up.
You want a pamphlet? Not really.
And live in
There's no way Rockstar would have this guy
Serve me okay?
in the game now.
It's thanks to people like you.
And it's the hypocrisy I can't stand. You're allowed to beat this guy up, but you're not allowed to beat the suffragette up, which you were allowed to before.
As if they were our equal.
What's that about? It's the hypocrisy I can't stand.
Of course not.
Cruz says, okay, I'll be off. Waking up early tomorrow to seize the day. Adios. Thank you, Cruz. You have a great week. Appreciate you being here, friend. And happy Memorial Day. Serena says, if male horses, it's regular or long if online. They have different hairstyles online for horses. And Batzaro says, night, Cruz. Serena says, okay, Cruz, nice chatting. Good night. Take care and bye. Okay, I'll catch you later then. This guy doesn't even put up a fight. He's all talk. See? Officer doesn't care. Hey there, officer. And Mama one says, night, Cruz. Oh, let's move on. And back to the trappers we go. See? Note, we do not have the panther on the back of Rachel anymore. So we can only sell the whole carcass. We don't get like the pelt benefit. He won't break it down for us. There's no way. We lost a 3-star pelt, but that's okay. I mean, I know it can be frustrating for some players, but they're relatively easy to get. Zaza Black says, hi, Antonio. Greetings, friend. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm not sure how to say that. And Serena says, the first time for the eugenicist, I hogtied him. Riding around, nobody did nothing. Took him to the swamp. Yeah, we could do that, I suppose. Mama once says, you should watch horror animations on Sundays, like 1C Entertainment. Yeah, I worry about copyright licensing, for doing things like that. And Batzaro says, Cop is like, yeah, beat him, I don't care. He is an a-hole. And Jesus Areola says, salute to you, still at work. A bit exhausted. Greetings, Jesus. Happy Memorial Day to you. Appreciate you being here, friend. Haven't talked to you in a while. How is your lovely mother, Lucia? And Zaza Black says, just black is fine. Okay, Black. Serena says, that's true, Batzaro. And Black says, I'm on chapter 3 now. I randomly found the gray Mustang. It's my favorite. Yeah, very underrated horse is the Mustang in this game. And John simply wanted to get out of the rain. And the trapper is not having it. Then I just have some randoms. I was making some shorts, and I thought I would put them on here. This is short footage, Serena. And Jesus says, she is just fine. Not long to go. She got out of rehab. It really helped a lot. Okay, yeah. Hope so. You can start over. There's always a... I think, was it Hemingway or... F. Scott Fitzgerald said there are no second acts in life, but there are plenty of second acts. And America is the land of reinvention. Just Black says, Antonio, what's your top 5 horses here? Biscuit, Piebald Tobiano, Liver chestnut Hungarian. No, wait. Brindle thoroughbred, then liver chestnut Hungarian, and then we kind of just open up the field. Mama one says, I tend to... Cloudy says, hi, howdy, y'all. Greetings, Cloudy. And Mama one says, I tend to ignore the racist. It's what everyone should do. I don't entertain their ideas. Remember, they want you to get angry. I never give them the time of day. Show them we have no time for all of that evil. Words to live by, Mama one. And Betzaro says, howdy, Cloudy. Betzaro made a little mini poem. Oh, we're going to Manzanita Post to see if we can get some Norwegian dialogue, which I never actually updated the language video on, and to look at the husky. It's so difficult to straight line through tall trees with all these darn trees in the way. And Serena says, hi, Cloudy. Jesus says, can't wait for GTA 6. You think it will still be a long line at GameStop now that we have digital games? That is a great question, Jesus. I bet you it won't.
Fine country round here.
Mr. Maddie says, what's the most overrated horse in this game, in your opinion? Probably the Arabians, even though pound for pound, the Arabians are have the best stats in the game and are the most popular.
Hey, buddy.
And Serena says, well said, Mama. Mama one says, I understand people way back when, like in 1899, because it was a sad fact of life. But in this day and time, we know better. And Serena says, I still want to do a video of Bray chasing me to town. I'm scared going into that house, LOL. Yeah, you used to be able to lead the legendary gator into town. Cannot anymore, regrettably.
You know who's in charge round here?
No idea, friend. Sorry about that.
I wonder if you could still do it in version 1. Well, that would entail me getting to chapter 6, which I'm not really interested in doing.
Miss?
Greetings.
That is a fine Bowie knife that lady has, and I'm sure she would attack you with it if you antagonize her. Serena says, I can't wait for GTA 6 too.
Mister? Howdy.
And Batzara says, sadly, some people still grow up hearing it and seeing and practice it later in life. I live in the South. Racism is still awfully present. And Cloudy says, superantonio is the only way to get into New Austin with Arthur is to use a mod. Yes, Cloudy. Or to use version 1. It's easiest with version 1 if you don't want to do mods. Mama one says, the legendary gator terrified me first time I played. Yeah, you get to hunt a dinosaur.
Ain't it fine?
And he's a one-shot. If he gets you, he's a one-shot kill. He will just bite you in half. I don't think I've always been, because, by the time you get to, by the time you're able to hunt the legendary gator, you know what you're doing in the game. So he's not a challenge. So I don't think I've ever filmed I've never filmed a legendary gator death scene, but I'm going to make a note of it now. And I've got like 19 messages in my my phone. Super annoying. Leg Gator Death. Mama One says, made the normal gators look like a tiny salamander. Serena says, I remember I hogtied Tammy riding around with her. Threw her in the hole. She said something then to the water. I threw her. LOL, I did upload it. It was ages ago. Yeah, I know. Everything old is new again. And regrettably, it's very hard to get traction on those older videos. The algorithm only like takes from the top, unless someone is specifically looking. Then this is a short, Serena. I'm just making a short of Rachel and the sunrise in Blackwater because I thought it looked pretty.
Stay put, girl.
And Serena says, same, Mama. Legendary gator scared me. Now I'm used to it. Cloudy says, try to hunt the legendary gator with no map. Now that will be scary. And that, my friends, is all I have for you tonight. I'm glad you were here to hear about all the channel updates. Mama One, Serena, O-Dog, Papa One. Appreciate all of you, friends. Looks like we're glitching. Have a great